All right, here we are. I got a heavy-duty drill that I found outside in a bucket of ice water. Don't know if it works. That's pretty clear. It's completely, when I picked it up, the water just ran out of the motor, so the chuck is just rusted solid. Okay, so well, you can see the amount of water that's coming out of it still. All right, so we're gonna break this down, see if we can get it working. There's some leaves. Ugh, really a mess. So we can get some close-ups in on this. The chuck. Yeah, the chuck is definitely gonna need some attention. Hopefully the motor inside is not rusted out, corroded too badly. All right, so we'll give it a shot. I mean, it's worth it. It's worth the shot. It's a good unit. Let's see what we got here. Well, it's an okay unit. Chicago Electric. We got several of those tools. Oh, hey, look at that. That's a good sign. They cleaned up well. Okay, 115, 60, 550 RPM, 6 amp. Model 7426. First thing we're going to do is just dry it off as much as possible. Okay, we just got a big piece of an old sheet. Give it all these leaves. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to vacuum it first. Alright, so we got this dried off, cleaned up somewhat. Now we're going to start breaking it down. You can see I just brought this in. Still got a piece of ice in there. Throw that out. More ice. Alright, let's take the face of this off. Let's see if we can pry this engine out, this motor out. I mean, rotation is smooth. I don't see any shorts, any burns, and anything like that. I have a feeling this is going to be fine. Yeah. Set that aside for now. The housing itself, a lot of fluid, a lot of water still in there. Should just be a gasket here. Should just pop out. There you go. That's it. I'm going to take this handle apart. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, you've got on the switch, the one side you have like a an ivory color on the top, black on the bottom. Pull those out. And on the reverse side, we've got red on the top, white on the bottom. With that one screw head snapped in half. You could see that. Yep. Yeah, you can see that up close. Snapped. So we're going to get that with a needle nose plier. Get my good glasses on. On the junction box, we've got black, white, and then blue, on the left side, and blue with a red stripe on the right side. That's it. This should pull away. Back of the motor. You could see down here. You gotta pop that off. There you go. Same thing with the other side. There we go. Now we're going to pull the motor out. That's it. Alright. There we have it. Okay, now we want to get this chuck off. Oof, a lot more water. Water just never ends. Alright, we got the snap ring off the shaft. Set that aside and we will just tap out. That should just drop out. There it goes. There you go. There should be a chucky here. There it is. You can see the chucky. Alright, so at this point we should be able to remove this gear. Let's just check. Yeah. comes right out. Got like a spacer. And we got like a lock washer here. Alright, you kind of need like a wide tool. They make a specific tool for that. What we did was we made our own little tool. Okay, so this is just a piece of metal that's yeah. I'll show you how long that is. Show you what we got here. It's easy enough to make. It's zero that out. Basically 3 millimeters. Okay, by 32 millimeters, or 1 1/4 inches. Okay, we've got a depth of about 13 millimeters. Okay, so basically this fits in this slot here. Okay, that's all you need. This is just basically some cold rolled steel. You can make it out of pretty much anything. Anyway, just put that in a vice grip. That fits right in here. And then with a little bit of elbow grease, kind of tight. Grab with a rag. You might have to put it in a vise. Just be careful. I don't like to put aluminum parts in a vise, but there we go. Actually, I loosened it up, but it turns off clockwise. Look at that. And we got a bearing underneath, more water, more moisture. Okay, so next thing you want to do is you want to get that bearing out. It's pressed in there. You want to use like a drift tool, dowel. I always seem to use old sockets. Okay, it's 11/16. Okay, so yeah, just make sure it fits in there. Makes contact with the bearing of the race. Pretty much straight on. That should tap right out. Bearing's in pretty good shape, considering it was submerged. Some rust in there, but we're going to really clean this out well. Okay, this gear here is basically set into a bearing. Okay, to get that out is fairly straightforward. There's a little rubber grommet, okay, in this recess here. You want to grab a hold of that with something sharp and just lift it out. Set. Okay. Set that aside. Save that if it's in good shape. And basically, that basically just puts some pressure against the bearing, just to keep it in place. Okay. This should just pop right out. Okay. A lot of times they just wiggle out. If they don't, you can just smack them a little bit, like this. There you go. Out. Okay, so that's it. Excess grease here. We'll clean all of that out and we'll put new grease in there and we'll put it back together. So, housing's in good shape. No cracks, nothing like that. Yeah, right, we got her all broken down. Take a look at the components before. Everything looks pretty good. Nothing really broken, which is a good thing. The main thing with this is going to be the motor, of course. You know, we've got some rust. Not terrible. You know, so the chuck, we're going to see, hopefully, I think after a good soaking in liquid wrench, I think that's going to improve functionality dramatically. Let me put it that way. Okay. There's definitely not any missing components. Not that I can tell. Looks complete. It's a pretty expensive drill, from what I understand. So, see where we're at. You know, once we get everything refurbed. All right, end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which should take place tomorrow, barring any unforeseen delays.